Welcome back to the Express at Maplewood Farms in North Vancouver, where it feels like spring. And actually, last spring on the show, we did a story on a competitive pinball player, Robert Gagno from Burnaby. Now, since then, Robert has had some big wins, equaling some big news. He's currently the #1 player in Canada.
Pinball is all about points, and today Burnaby native Robert Gagno's got a lot of them.
2,678,462,800.
And that's nothing. On this Twilight Zone game, Robert once accumulated 8.3 billion points, the result of 2.5 hours of non-stop playing.
Oh, this feels great. It's like I'm in the zone. I can't be stopped.
The 22-year-old is a pinball prodigy. For Robert, there's nothing random about this game. Every trap, every shot is done with absolute precision.
Quick on your feet. It's almost like you have to think mentally fast on your feet. For example, a basic skill would be like holding the ball, trapping it, and then aiming for your shot.
You could say he's gifted, lightning fast at calculating angles and numbers.
15 times 52.
780.
But the gift comes at a cost. Robert is autistic. When he was diagnosed as a child, doctors said he would never become functional.
The only information I could find about it was really, really discouraging, like things like they're often institutionalized or they'll never talk. They got severe behavior problems. So part of the challenge, I guess, even nowadays, is just kind of trying to break that stereotype.
Which is what he's doing. Since we featured Robert on this program last May, he's jumped to #1 in Canada and 19th in the world, the result of finishing high in half a dozen international pinball competitions.
Dr. Reeves runs a battery of tests.
On top of that, his incredible memory and mathematical ability is the focus on an American TV show called Ingenious Minds, airing on the Science Channel this month.
I'm very proud of him. I just hope he gets to follow what his dreams are. I think he really wants to be an actor, you know, so why not? Like, I hope he goes for it and gives it a try and reaches for it.
There we go.
With an estimated 190,000 autistic children in Canada, Robert hopes to inspire more people like him to shine at whatever they happen to excel at. I'm Tim Chung in Burnaby for The Express.
Next week, Robert's off to Pittsburgh to compete in the 2011 Pinball Match Play Championships. We wish him good luck, and if you log on to our Facebook page, we'll be sure to update you on how he does. Now, later on today's Express, we're going to meet some new baby lambs here at Maplewood Farms in North Vancouver. But right now, we're off to Coquitlam to learn about Share Family Services.
Good balancing, China. There you go.
These small steps are in fact big leaps for 6-year-old Shaina Rajwani and her mum Shermin. Every week, Shaina visits Share Family and Community Services in Coquitlam to take part in their early intervention therapy program, a program that's become a huge part of her life.
My daughter was born early, like she's a premature baby, and then for the first year we didn't know much what's going on with her because she was just like a normal kid. Yes, but she didn't learn to crawl. So as you would understand that kids do learn late to crawl, so we waited. But till she was on her first birthday, she wouldn't sit. She wouldn't sit, she wouldn't stand. So like her expressions, facial wise was all okay, but her lower body was not moving with the speed that she should go with a year. So then we heard about Share and the early intervention team that helps us with those things. So that's how we contacted them, and that's how we got into the program. They took us through the process from sitting to crawling, from crawling to standing, and from standing to walking now.
Good job!
Shaina has come a long way in such a short amount of time. Her mom, Shermin, says it's thanks to a large part to the staff and services at Share.
It's everything, it's our life. It helped us to build our daughter what she is, her self-confidence, her everything for her. Because what she is right now is initially what Share did it for her.
Shaina's early intervention therapy is only one of the many vital services Share provides for the communities of the Tri-Cities and New Westminster.
So our services support youth, they support families, and they support adults. So they range from providing housing for 249 families to providing food relief to last year it was over almost 8,200 people that came to the food bank for assistance, as well as we support a number of families who might be vulnerable to a variety of things, including poverty, addiction, domestic violence.
Thank you for calling Imagine. How many tickets would you like to order?
And now there's a way for the public to make sure the staff at Share continue their great work. On March 12th, Share will be hosting their annual fundraising gala, Imagine More Than Just Desserts, where guests can taste dishes from different restaurants around the area. But attending Imagine means so much more than a great night of food.
Share is vital to this community. Our services touch on approximately 70,000 people each year, people who are unable to provide groceries for their children, people who are wanting to overcome addiction, people who their children have been born with a disability. Share helps those families achieve potential, know their possibilities, and pursue them.
Last one. How's that? Awesome.
I'm Mona Mansour in Coquitlam for The Express.
Share is having their annual Imagine fundraiser on March the 12th at the Red Robinson Theatre. You can get more information at their website. You're watching The Express, and we have more stories about life in the Lower Mainland coming up.
After the break, lamb season at Maplewood Farm. The BC High School Wrestling Championships. The Express, this is your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Lungo filaccio, triste sartaccio, fila fila ma che vuoi filar, senza punta l'ago non può andare. Troppo filo te l'ha fatto far ed ora non puoi più filare. Hai filato giorno e notte con giacchette, pantaloni, sottovesti e gonnelloni pura sera.
Welcome back to The Express at Maplewood Farms in North Vancouver. Now, spring may be just around the corner, but here on the farm it has already sprung, meaning a new batch of baby lambs. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. How old are they?
These ones are 6 and 7 days old. This one here is 7 days old.
Oh my gosh. They seem big then to me for only 7 days old.
They grow fast. They grow fast. They've probably increased in their size by about a quarter in this past week.
Oh, wow. And so baby lambs, they're just called baby lambs. They don't have a special name or anything like that?
We would define them by a ewe lamb or a ram lamb, a ewe being the female and a ram lamb being the boy.
And this is,
this is a ewe ram.
A ewe ram. Okay, very nice. They're so cute, but of course, when we look at farm animals, we're not supposed to think cute. We're supposed to think purpose, I guess?
Purpose? Well, these guys certainly would serve a purpose. Their fleece would be used to create wool for clothing and all sorts of things.
I can't even focus. All I get is just like, hi. They're kind of like, they look like stuffed animals. They're so soft too, hey?
They're very soft, yeah. So this one's one set of triplets. So far we've had 2 sets of triplets, and we're expecting about 7 or 8 more ewes to lamb in the next 3 weeks or so. So we're going to have lambs, lambs, lambs.
There are more babies coming to Maplewood Farms. They're bringing in little bunnies and little chicks just in time for Easter. Now on The Express, we're taking you from North Vancouver all the way to Abbotsford, which was recently host to the BC High School Wrestling Championships.
Go!
Wrestling is a martial art which started out as the original Olympic sport, where posture and stance are critical in winning over your opponent. I experienced this firsthand in Abbotsford at the British Columbia Secondary Schools Wrestling Association Provincial Championships. Jim Mitchell, the tournament chairman and coach to wrestlers past and present, organized this event.
I teach at Maplewood Secondary School, and I head up the committee here, tournament chairman for this 2011 championship. Normal season for high school. A season of play starts approximately December the 1st, and then it ends with this tournament. This is the last tournament of the year for high school wrestling. I'm a wrestling coach. I've been wrestling since like 10th grade, and I've been in the sport 35 years or so. I referee as well internationally and nationally, that sort of thing. So that's just sort of what I do.
Aside from biting, grappling, clinching, throwing, takedowns, joint locks, pins, and other holds, the object is to gain and maintain a superior position, with an old saying that comes to mind: strong enough for a man, but made for a woman, as proven by Melissa Lacombo.
Well, I started wrestling last year, so this is my second year of wrestling, and I'm focused. Like, when I wrestle, I'm focused on the stuff that I'm going to do. I like to continue wrestling. Like, I like to go to university and wrestle, and maybe further.
Jasmeet Folka has been dreaming of gold since he was 5.
A normal day, I'd wake up around 5, I'd go for a run, and then I'd go to school, come back, go to the gym, work out, and then go to wrestling practice and go to sleep.
Jasmeet's coach, Suka Mann from Jim Henson Wrestling, gets into Jasmeet's psyche and prepares his athlete for greatness.
He's a pretty fine wrestler. Past years, he's got a couple international tournament. He done a Youth Commonwealth Championship, Singapore last year, won the gold medal, plus a Pan Am Championship last year. Definitely takes serious, you know.
Greek mythology celebrated Zeus as ruler of the earth after a wrestling match with his father, Cronus. Today, thanks to Jim, Melissa, and Jasmeet, wrestling writes another page in history.
Wrestling is a very complex sport, the whole individual. You know, to be honest with you, a lot of the kids that I coach, they're never going to get to the Olympic level. If we can get them to another level or make them better students or better people, that's great. And so provide them with opportunities to be involved in sport and learn the sport lessons.
I'm Charles Botsio in Abbotsford for The Express.
Jim Mitchell and the BC Secondary Schools Wrestling Association are hoping to develop a program at the University of the Fraser Valley. If you'd like to learn more or you'd like to donate, send us an email and we'll put you in contact with Jim. Now it's time for our spotlight on local events. The 2011 Shakti Awards in Surrey will be given to women in the community who have exemplified strength. Join the community celebration to honor these phenomenal women. Celebrate the Persian New Year at one of the largest Iranian community events. The Grand Community Picnic will be a full-day event held at Ambleside Park. Bernie Ryan presents the 12th annual Daytona Party at the Shark Club in downtown Vancouver. Draw proceeds support the BC Children's Hospital. And of course, there's always lots of family fun to be had here at Maplewood Farms in North Vancouver. Now, that's it for today's Express. We're going to leave you with a look at the local theater scene and the Arts Club's production of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and we'll see you next time.
Well, did you two have it out while we were gone? George gave you his side of things, he bring you to tears, huh?
Well, no. No, actually what we did is we sort of danced around.
Oh, yeah? Cute.
Oh, I love dancing.
He didn't mean that, honey.
Well, I didn't think he did. Two grown men dancing, heavens.
You mean he didn't start in on how he would have amounted to something if it hadn't been for Daddy? How his high moral sense wouldn't even let him try to better himself, no?
No.
And he didn't run on about how he tried to publish a goddamn book and Daddy wouldn't let him.
A book? No, please, Martha. A book? What book? Please, just a book.
Just a book.
Please, Martha.
Oh, well, I guess you didn't get the whole sad story. What's the matter with you, George? You given up?
No. I've just got to figure out some new way to fight you. Guerrilla tactics, maybe. Internal subversion. I don't know. Something.
Well, you figure it out. You let me know,